Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Cleveland Indians and the Texas Rangers. It's Rangers baseball, and it comes your way next. Lance Lynn will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout-to-walk ratio, 2-to-1, that this guy is more a pitch-to-contact guy than a strikeout-walk guy.
Settling in now, Jose Ramirez. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Cleveland, the third baseman.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one.
First pitch, 135.
Now here's the pitch. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. Ball grounded toward Odor at second. Scooped up, and that's the first out. Now a moment here for the Indians' starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 276 the average coming in for him. 7 homers and 32 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
That is third. The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Now the 2-0 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. There's one. On to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. And now the Rangers will get their shot in a scoreless ballgame. Mike Clevenger, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Into the box, Elvis Andrews. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes now to Andrews. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is the left fielder. Still going back. And this one is gone. A home run. How about that? A solo home run for Elvis Andrews. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As the Rangers strike first, it's 1-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
plate now, Matt Duffy. And he'll take a look at ball one. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Duffy.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Hit the other way out toward right field. Allen is there, 1 away.
Batting first, the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun, batting .300 for the series, 3 for 10. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A windup and the 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And there's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Joey Gallo.
Here's Joey Gallo now, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a miss, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1-2. Ball back outside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside and a full count, 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Now at the plate, Danny Santana. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Clevenger is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. Gallo leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Not close. It's 2-0. Santana playing here in his age 29 season. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike one.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Fouled off. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Boy, really making him work now as the seventh pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Stepping up to the plate, Ronald Guzman, and a great chance for the Rangers to add on in just the first inning. He's set, and the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Up to an even 30 pitches here in the first inning. 2-0 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. 2-2. Here it is. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. But the Rangers are in the run column first on the strength of this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Texas. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Now here it comes.
Nope, that's down.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball. 3-0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
3-0 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
So now Carlos Santana. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. He's set. Here it comes. Now the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Two and 1 to the Indians' first baseman. Lifetime versus this arm. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. Now the 2-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. And that will be a base hit here for Santana. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Stepping in now, Oscar Mercado, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Lays off 2-2 now. Skied into very shallow right. Cole has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he might have thought about it at third, but with one away, decides not to risk it.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention at the guy who plays one of the premier positions in the game, and that's Elvis Andrews. Listen, when I watch this guy, I can't help but think Omar Vizquel. Came into the league, was all glove and figuring it out at the plate, and has consistently gotten better offensively while never losing a step with the glove.
And that misses inside 1-0. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runners still at second and third with one away now. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
That one's in there. 3-1. Reyes, the runner at third. Santana at second with one away. And he looks at one that misses ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with one away.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
So striding in, Jordan Luplow, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. Now the relay home. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Stepping into the box, Roberto Perez. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. A ball and a strike.
Down 21.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
2 men are on with 2 men out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
And the count will be full. The payoff pitch. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch on its way. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of the 2nd, all tied at 1-1.
Leading off for the Rangers, the catcher, Roberto Perez.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Now the pitch. A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. What does he do? He just throws his good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
So here's the left-handed bat of Rougned Odor. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Past history with Mike Clevenger. He's just 2 for 9. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The right fielder, Hunter Cole.
Into the box, Hunter Cole. And he'll swing and send a chopper to third. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. New inning set to get underway. Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. The 1-1.
No, that's off the plate. Ball 2. Ball, that's out.
Cesar Hernandez will be next. The 3-1. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Two 2-0 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Now the 2-1 taken, strike 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ramirez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And the runner will get back standing. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A runner at first with no outs here. Popped up. Chirinos waits on it, makes the play, one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So one man gone for Cleveland here in the third. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
He's running. Popped up. Andres is under it. 2 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Ramirez.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. From the stretch. Here's the 0-1.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Runners on the move for second. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. Ready with another 2-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, all tied at 1-1.
We're back now as the Rangers line up readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. And one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Pat.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Andrews playing here in his age 31 season. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
The 3-1 pitch. Slow little roller to third. Reined in. And that's out number 1. So with 1 away, time for a check of the American League Central Division as you get a look there at where the Indians find themselves in the race. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that means the corner infielder Matt Duffy will bat next. First delivery to him on the way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed, strike three.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. It's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, Willie Calhoun. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2 misses, ball two. 2 out, nobody on. 3-2 to the Rangers' designated hitter.
Swing and a miss for strike three. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Rangers set down in order. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the inning. Riding in once again, Carlos Santana. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Line drive to left. Gallo is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rangers' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. At the plate, Oscar Mercado, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
In now, Greg Allen. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0. Hit down the line at first. On to first with it himself is Guzman, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. Now the pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Gallo is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Standing in now, Danny Santana. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 7 homers and 23 driven in. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now. There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. To the plate now, Ronald Guzman. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Perez moving to his left. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Robinson.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the catcher Robinson Chirinos. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The set and the 1-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Scooped up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Rangers leave 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. At the plate, Jordan Luplow.
Leading off for Cleveland, the left fielder, number 8, Jordan Luplow.
First pitch coming, here it is. the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Grounder down the line at third. Fielded cleanly. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Up next for Cleveland, the catcher, Roberto Perez.
Coming to the plate now, Roberto Perez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
2-0 now. Now here it comes.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose.
Striding in, Jose Ramirez. Here comes the first pitch. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Runner on first here with one gone and a 1-1 tie. 2-0 now. Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Fouled off. All even at 2-2. Here it is.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now another 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Odor has it. Andrews. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he'll get back in safely. Has a look, now the pitch. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. Ramirez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-1 pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So 2 on with 2 away, and with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
On to first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's Rognadodor now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 1-0 delivery. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
The count now at 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Stepping in now, Hunter Cole, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. Skied into very shallow right. Allen is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
Stepping into the box, Elvis Andrews. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Colby Allard will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Colby Allard.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Franmil Reyes. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He can bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
And it's fouled away. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH. On deck, Carlos Santana. And the payoff pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box, Oscar Mercado, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Reyes stands at first with 1 out. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Digging in once again, Greg Allen. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First pitch of the at bat on its way.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
The 1-0 home. Liner in there for a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
At the plate now, Jordan Luplow. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Possibly a double play ball now for Andrews. Odor on to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Now batting, Matt Duffy. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth. First pitch on its way.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
The batter, the designated hitter, Willie Calhoun.
Standing in, Willie Calhoun. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The 2-1 home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Oh man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In now, Joey Gallo. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Now the 1-0. The swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, Danny Santana. A great opportunity for him here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. One and 0. Here it is. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. In now, Roberto Perez. It was a walk in his last trip.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball one. The 1-0. No contact there, and it's 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2 and 2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Oh, heater gets turned around.
Hernandez.
At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. Runners off for second. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder is on the run. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for route number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Cody Allen will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Franmil Reyes will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch. He's set. The 0-1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Ready with the 2-1. Ramirez over at second. Lindor on at first with 2 down. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Fine work that time by the Texas bullpen. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. All tied at 1-1. Dominic Leone gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So next to the plate for Texas, Ronald Guzman. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You could tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
The 1-0 home. Skied into straightaway right. Allen is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Up next for the Rangers, the catcher, Robert Perez.
Standing in, Robinson Chirinos. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more.
Inside ball.
One run on 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Stepping in now, Rougned Odor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. A guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter 2-seamer combo.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Rangers set down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Jose Leclerc has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 25, Perez.
In now for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
The 1-2.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
So now to the plate, Oscar Mercado.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
No hits to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Lifetime in this matchup. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. 1 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box, Greg Allen, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready with the 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. Score remains tied 1-1. So stepping in, Hunter Cole. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
The right fielder, Hunter.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. The 1-0.
Ball, that's out. That's ball 3.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now here's the pitch. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 3-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Ramirez is up with it. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
The batter, number one, shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
So one gone now in the Texas half of the eighth. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrews. First offering on its way.
Inside, ball one.
One run on 3 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 6, Matt Duffy.
Now in the box, Matt Duffy. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. Comes set, the 0-1. Stays alive, still 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first, and he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. In now, Willie Calhoun, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 0-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And that misses 2 and 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Now on 3 and 2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Payoff pitch on its way. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Nick Solak will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 15.
Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. Tejeda heads for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Standing in now, Danny Santana, as it's on the ground toward the hole. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play. Rangers will have to be content with just the one. We've played 8 full. It's the Rangers 2 and the Indians 1. Brett Martin takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 59. Brett.
Todd Frazier has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 21. Todd Frazier.
All set to start the 9th in this one. So coming to the plate, Jordan Luplow. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Jordan.
First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Here it comes. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1.
Nope, that's him.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Hit hard to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number 55. Roberto Perez.
Ready once again, Roberto Perez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And now pitch on the way. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
1-1. Is a slider that can't catch the outside.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
3-1 to him now. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Rangers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Rangers come out on top for their 30th victory. Jose Leclerc claims the win out of the pen, his first. Brett Martin closes the door for the save, his 13th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
for our ball game this afternoon. First for the victorious Rangers, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For Cleveland, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.